What's going on, everybody? Christy Alfiana, love naturally and happy sunshine, even in the nighttime. So, real quick before I go to bed, it is a full moon in Aries. I didn't necessarily think I was gonna even speak on the full moon, and I'm not even gonna say this is just a download or a message or anything just centered around the full moon. This is just happened to be a message, and it just so happened to be a Aries full moon. So, I was talking to someone today, and kind of reminded them that, hey, you are an Aries North Node. Kind of, tap in, if you're led to do so or whatever. And they kind of, was like, oh yeah, it is, kind of, noticed it and was like, oh, okay, and didn't really, put much more into it. It wasn't like a full-on conversation or anything. And well, they did mention, they really might not necessarily do any like really intentional work. They just, it kind of is what it is, because everybody don't do rituals and don't do things centered around each full moon, or if at all. And so what came to me to kind of tell them, well, if you don't have if you don't do a ritual or don't feel led to do this big thing centered around it, just acknowledge your North Node, just acknowledge. And so I kind of want to kind of tell you guys, that whoever watches this and whoever may need this now or in the future, to tap into your North Node, find out what your North Node is, or what the North Node is. If you don't know, I'm gonna leave that up to you to tap deeper into that. But essentially, our North Node is our highest versions of ourselves. And if you do know what your North Node is, and if you don't, and you research it, and you feel like you're going through this endless cycle, this never ending cycle, and it's just kind of tough getting there, because it is challenging to get to your North Node, because you've never experienced before. It's fresh, it's new, it's uncomfortable, and exciting all at the same time. But if you are one that finds yourself challenged by it, just sit back, breathe, and just acknowledge your North Node. Acknowledge just aspects of it, and just kind of, how you walk and you see people in passing, and you may not necessarily stop and speak, but you just give a nod. You nod your head and you acknowledge them. Do the same thing with your inner work and your inner self. You might not always stop to light the candle, to tap into the specific herbs, tap into the specific crystals, say your daily affirmations or anything, but just acknowledge it. Same thing with other important aspects in our natal charts. Your moon sign, your rising sign, your cryon. I always mention cryon, because it's another aspect to get to another aspect that we need to shine light on, and to sift through, in order to like get to our more healed, evolved parts of ourselves. And that Cryon in Gemini will definitely, or that's my Cryon, that's my Gemini, that's my placement, but our Cryon energy will definitely get us there. And if you find that it's like hard to kind of console and nurture that wounded healer, that wounded part of yourself, just acknowledge it. Just acknowledge it. Just let your inner child and your inner, and that wound know that you are here. You see them, you see that part of yourself, you hear that part of yourself, and you know that part of yourself is not overlooked. So I just want to give that to whoever may need it, whoever is doing their healing work. It's just so, it can be sort of intimidating when you see a bunch of other healers out there, hyping up the full moon and saying you should do this, you should do that, do this ritual, like this candle, sit in meditation for this amount of time, take this bath and use these herbs and do all these things. And you may be new to your journey, which is one thing that I will always be here for and be support for and be encouragement for those that are new on their spiritual journey, because I know how it is. It's like you just diving head first into something you really don't know about, and it's like, take a step back. Don't try to do it how everybody else is doing it. Don't try to dive deep into it, and just take baby steps. Take baby steps. Just acknowledge. Aries energy is the initiator. If anything, just take initiative by just acknowledging a one goal at a time, and then those difficult parts of yourself that you need to work on. Just saying, hey, how you doing? I see you, I feel you. It's not even a but. I was gonna say but. It's not even a but. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and we're gonna get there. I'm gonna get there, and I'm saying this to you. You're gonna get there. Don't give up on yourself. Always have hope. You know what I mean? Always have hope. Always show up for yourself a little bit at a time. Don't feel like you have to rush your healing process. So I hope I hope that was just encouragement for somebody. When I got it, when I plant that seed for the person that I was talking to earlier, it just made sense. It made sense for me. It made sense for me. And when I first started my healing process, and my spirit team is always reminding me when I hit that level, a certain level or a certain completion in a healing journey, they always kind of tell me, okay, now go back to basics. If I feel, discouraged, or just feel a little lost, or feel a little stuck or stagnant, always go back to basics. And I'm always teach and speak on going back to basics. So tap in with me if you need to. Just follow my YouTube, Yafayanes the Soul's Medium, to catch up on any of my readings. Follow me here on TikTok. Tap into my email, lovenaturallygmail.com, LOVENATREELY at gmail.com. And kind of follow me. I am going to be building a course for those that are new to the spiritual world, those that are being pulled from religion into a more spiritual based faith. And yeah, I just want to be a guiding light for those that are in that transition. So once again, I'm Kristen Yafayanes. Love naturally, everybody, and have a dope night. Happy sunshine.